Friends, this here is Veterans Day. God loved every one of them. But you know, nothing's changed. War is still hell. And parents today are asking the same question that the folks in this next piece asked in 1870. Let me set the scene for you. In 1863, the Federals won a battle, cutting Texas off from the Confederacy along with all her cattle. And so it fell to Florida. The duty then was ours to feed the starving soldiers of the Southern Stars and Bars. Friends, this story was told to a census taker in Taylor County, Florida in 1870. It's called Whisperin' Bill, and it goes like this. So Washington's wanting a census took. Well, sir, there's 3 of us living here still. Me and Ma and our only child. What folks calls Whisperin' Bill. But nowadays, Bill, he can't even tell you his name. So maybe it ain't worth the giving, since that Yankee bullet killed his mind and left his body living. But come sit a spell, sir, let me tell you about Bill. You see, he just nicely turned 13, and a brighter lad back in '63 Taylor County had never seen. But word had come down of lost battles, of desertion, starvation, and grief, and a cry riz up from all quarters for the need of our Florida beef. So with young boys robbed from their cradles and old men of exemptive age, Captain Jim McKay mustered his cavalry, and their mission of mercy was waged. It is harvest time when our Bill left, and the corn in the field nearby seemed to be standing tall to see him off and waving a fond goodbye. And Mary Jane, his little sweetheart, was there, the sassy little miss, and pretending she's wanting to whisper goodbye, she'd give him a rousing kiss. Sir, that boy was our only treasure. He was hard-working, strong, and smart, but never within the chest of a man had there beat a gentler heart. So his mama told him when he left and we sent him on his way, God will take care of you, Bill, if you'll always remember to pray. So when the enemy shot from ambush, when hot lead flew through the air, whilst Bill was driving them cattle, in his mind he was saying a prayer. Till one evening, when the ground was covered in the awful harvest of war, they found our Bill amongst the dead cattle the Federals had shot by the score. His fingers was clutching the trampled grass. What's that? Oh no, sir, he weren't dead, but he lay there helpless and bleeding, a Yankee ball in his head. Captain McKay, he wrote and told us how brave Bill had been in the fight, and the doctor said he reckoned that Bill had survived the night. Later on, we got a letter from old Les Stevens, who was wounded at Mariana Hill, saying that within a week and a day, he'd be coming home with our Bill. I'll never forget the day they got back. It was just after a soft morning rain, and the air was fresh and sweet with the smell of the ripening cane, and the yard was just full of the neighbors who'd all come to share in our joy. And they all sent up a hearty cheer for that wounded old man and our boy. But then there was deafening silence as Bill shuffled from one to another, till finally somebody said, "Dear Lord, the boy don't know his own mother." But Bill just stood there muttering, staring us all right through. "God will take care of you, Bill. God will take care of you." Well, I knowed right then the bullet had touched his brain and somehow made it blind, erasing the sight of his loved ones there clean out of the eye in his mind. So I took hold of his arms and I asked him, Bill, don't you remember me? I'm your pa. This here's your ma. There's Mary Jane. Boy, can't you see? But Bill just stood there whispering, staring us all right through. God will take care of you, Bill. God will take care of you. Bill never noticed since that day, nor his sweetheart, and he never will. Me and Ma and Mary Jane, we's all the same to Bill. Unfortunate? Yes. I guess the hand we've been dealt is unkind. Still, we look after Bill's body, and God takes care of his mind. You see, it's stamped right here on the new money. In God we trust. And mister, we really and truly do. But I hear tell that to the victors go the spoils. Now if in this be true, when you're all done taking your census, please ask them who's in charge, if you will, if when me and Ma is dead and gone, will Washington look after Bill?